Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something new from Knife Standards. Pretty much every single thing that he has sent for, I don't know, the last like three or four knives. It's all been awesome. The materials have been awesome. The designs have been cool and very distinct. And I expect no less this time. This is apparently available. I'll have a link down in the description. You guys can go to his website and check him out. He does new variations and restocks every Friday. So depending on when you're watching, right, if what you're looking for is not there, perhaps this incoming Friday. But either way, the link will be down in the description. You guys can check it out. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Thanks to Knife Standards for sending this in. So this is the next variation, and it's my understanding is that this is sort of an in-between size. Yeah, okay, all right, cool. So let's pull the card and everything out. Welcome to Knife Standards. It says Knife Standard Design. The model is the RR Station. On his notes over here to the right, which you guys can't see, he says think of this as the medium station. So if the small one was too small, big one was too big, Goldilocks situation here for some people. Stone milled is the variation. It looks like the blade steel on all of these is Vanac Super Clean. That's awesome. In his notes, he lists that these are 60 to 61 HRC, which is fantastic. Blade finish on this guy's belt satin. We should also have a DLC belt satin option, ATR Designer. Let's go ahead and pull this out. I love this look. Love this look. It is distinct to this knife. The vertical, I'm sorry, the way I'm holding it here. Horizontal lines, and then you have diagonal lines coming off of this chamfered edge and this chamfered edge. We have the captive pivot here with the RR. We have two T8 screws back here, a couple of standoffs, pocket clip. I feel like this is a little bit different this time. I kind of like that look there. All the vertical lines on the pocket clip, T8 screws throughout, same over here. Really feels like there should have been a filler tab on this side because this pocket clip is symmetrical. So you probably could have done a filler tab on this side with the screw on the inside, thread it into the tab so you can kind of keep that all looking the same as this texturing around it, but okay. Titanium frame lock, and we have a steel lock bar insert there. Looks like, oh, okay, ATR there on the spine. Let's go ahead and deploy it. Yeah, that's that look. That's that look. My understanding is that his, and I've gone over this a few times, but it's hard to remember everything. The design philosophy here, or the motivation behind the look of these knives, is that it looks kind of like a modern train. And that's because his dad was absolutely fascinated with trains, so he took this idea and sort of turned it into a knife. And funny enough, I mean, like it never would have crossed my mind that someone could take inspiration from a train and build a knife design out of it. I mean, it just doesn't sound like those two things are even realistically in the same universe. I mean, not things that would naturally pop up and come together and like, hey, let's try this. But in this specific circumstance, obviously I can understand how he came to that conclusion. And ultimately, the crazy thing is it actually looks really awesome. Like the end result is a nice straight ergonomic design here. We have a blade that is, I guess, more Wharncliffy than anything, but the look of it, very streamlined. It does look like a modern train. And then we have this nice fuller that runs the entire length. Can we utilize that fuller all the way down? Yeah, you absolutely can. So this is, and I think actually one of the last times I did this, there are very few knives, I didn't even get it on camera, very few knives that I've shown this. I have over 6,000 uploads. The number of knives that I can reverse pinky flip, I think I've done it maybe 5 or 6 times. Maybe. Let's do this here. One hand pinky flip can do it. We'll do all the fingers. I think one of the hardest is honestly the index finger. Can I get that? Boy, that's gonna be a tricky one. I see some of you guys doing an index finger reverse flick. This is an interesting, God, how do you guys do this? I cannot, I cannot do it, but I'm going to try using the fuller here. I got it. Very exciting to do that for the first time. Obviously, this finger gets a workout. Can do it with the third. And we've already demonstrated, but I'll do it again just because I'm a hot shot. There we go, pinky flip. Super cool. Do you need to do that? No. I can't imagine a scenario where you would need to. But it is neat to be able to do that. Obviously, you know, having a fuller that runs the length of the blade and making it accessible all the way down to the end is helping out there. But if you don't want to do that, you just want to flip it like a normal person, honestly, the thumb stud's super comfortable and placed in the right spot. Standard reverse flick with the thumb stud, also very easy to do. This is a hollow ground blade, and obviously the combination of titanium and Vanax here is very good. I don't know what these are priced at. Perhaps it says in his notes here. All TA. Deedly doo. Do we have anything on this page that would indicate? No, it doesn't really. So we have a non-contoured but fully milled frame, and then we have a really nice, I mean, the long fuller, the hollow grind, and the Vanax, probably not the cheapest way to do a blade, so pretty nice there. I don't know, I would think that this would come in between $250 and like $285. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Their Vanax is very expensive, but honestly, I have no idea. I also don't know if I believe in the past he used Bestech as an OEM. This is not a review, by the way, so if you're like, why doesn't he know this? Because I literally just opened it for the first time. It's amazing to me how many people are like oblivious to this fact. Most of you guys know, like, he's clearly opening this up for the first time, right? So he's not going to have the details, and I mean, and the experience. You can't review something if you're pulling it out of the container for the first time. And if you expect somebody to do a review like that, then you need to raise your standards. Your standards are ass. Your standards need to be much, much higher if you're watching channels where people review things immediately out of the box. No, I was going blind on purpose so I can kind of give my first impressions. Sometimes I do a tiny bit of research. Sometimes I'm completely blind, right? But the end result is always, unless the knife is just incredibly uninteresting or it's just, you know, like really, really bad or whatever, the end result is always that I do a full-length review with the knife and the name of the knife in the title, and also the word review after I've had a chance to, of course, experience it and get all of the details, right? But if you're sitting here wondering, why doesn't he have all the details in this review? It's because I just pulled it out of the freaking box for the first time, and I'm not going to review it. I don't have the details, right? Anyways, I would assume right in there. And I don't know if this is still a Bestech collaboration. I mean, I'll obviously find that information out for the final review. I believe it was Bestech in the past, but I could be wrong. It could be one of those companies who like has an NDA and they can't say, right? When it's Riot, I didn't sign anything, so I can say, like, but when it's Riot and Riot makes them sign an NDA for whatever reason, and then they're like, we can't say who it is. I don't know. I have no idea why they do that sometimes, right? But whenever I hear we signed an NDA, we can't say who it is, my brain immediately jumps to Riot. That's just what I think, right? But I have absolutely no idea. So I don't know who the OEM is of this, but we'll find out if it's information that's accessible to me. But I can tell you that as far as I know, these are still Chinese production knives, just made, you know, these are higher end Chinese production knives made by a really good OEM. So this is nice. Like I said, if the big one was too big and the small one was too small, you might enjoy this. The scales are probably slightly thicker than some people might expect. You can see here they look really thick back here, and honestly, it's just because of a lack of additional chamfering. They probably could have knocked this a little bit. I mean, not that it really needs it. It's not super sharp right there, but if they look thick, it's not necessarily that they're massively thick. It's just that a lot of times on knives like this, like we see additional chamfering that kind of makes the scales look a little thinner. But truthfully, as it is, very comfortable. Nice choke up spot, nice hammer grip, jimping's functional, finger length blade, at least, I mean, for me, like it a lot. Very utilitarian, very cool, very streamlined, like it. That's going to be it from me today, unless I don't think I've reviewed this exact model before. I think the ones I've reviewed have all been different. So expect a full length review of this guy, but these are available so you guys can check them out. That's it for me today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.